Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Inec fixed June 2nd to 27 for party primaries in Edo State and all that will happen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We just want to say a big thank you for your huge, massive, and great support. Thank you and God bless. Today we are going to Inec, the Independent National Electoral Commission has released the guidelines for all political parties in Edo State with regards to the primaries, what will and what will not happen, everything, participation, how and why things should be the way they should be. People, let's get into the news and get all the details. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) yesterday released the guideline for primaries for 15 political parties contesting Edo State governorship election slated for September the 19th. According to the timeline, all the parties must, between June 2nd and June 27th, conduct their primaries to pick their candidate for the election. However, the state government warned all the parties to comply with its glacier that regulates political gathering during the COVID-19 pandemic, saying there won't be exemption for any of them. The glacier provides that political gathering above 20 persons must be approved by the governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, and must be held in a single facility in Benin, the Edo state capital. The governor also described as baseless, unfounded, and a means of diversion allegations of certificate forgery against him, he urged. Those raising eyebrow over the certificates to approach the issuing institution to verify the document authenticity. As part of its preparation for the governorship election, the National Working Committee (NWC) of the All Progressive Congress (APC) yesterday inaugurated both the screening and appeal committee for its primary slated for June the 22nd. INEC, in a statement yesterday in Abuja, said the release of the schedule and date was in accordance with Section 85 and 87 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended. It explained that the 15 parties participating in the election, only APC would adopt direct primary to pick its candidate, as their National Working Committee chairman Adams Oshiomhole has recommended, while other parties will go with the indirect primaries. In a statement by the National Commissioner in charge of Voters' Education and Information, Mr. Festus, INEC said 15 out of the 18 registered political parties have notified the Commission of their intention to conduct primaries to pick their governorship candidates. It added that by the timetable and schedule for activities issued by the Commission on February 6, 2020, primaries for Edo State governorship election would take place between June 2nd and 27. Under the timeline, Africa Alliance (AA) will hold its primaries between 25th and 26th, and the mode is indirect. AAC would hold its primaries on June 25th, and the mode is indirect. ADC would hold its on June 27th, and the election mode is indirect primaries. ADP is expected to hold its primaries on June 25th with the mode of indirect. APC would hold its governorship primaries June 22nd. The mode is direct, while the All Progressive Grants Alliance (APGA) would conduct its primaries on June 25th using the indirect. Other political parties are APM, would hold its primaries on June the 27th and the mood is indirect. APP would take place June 26th. The mood is indirect. PDP would hold its governorship primary election between June the 19th and 20th. Labour Party, NNPP, NRM, SDP, YPP, and ZLP would conduct their primaries through indirect mode from June the 14th to 27. Inec appealed to their political parties to conduct these primaries in full compliance with the provision of the 1999 Constitution and Electoral Act 2010 as amended. Regulations and Guidelines for the Conduct of the Political Parties 2018 and the Inec Police COVID-19 Pandemic of 21 May 2020. The Commission also warned the political parties to shun all acts of capacity of breach and peace and unsettlement of peace and order in the state, jeopardizing the health and safety of political party members, electoral members, officers, and observers. It warns against violence, impunity, voting to prosecute offenders. INEC said 16 cases filed arising out of 2019 general election have been provided by the police, the lead agency for electoral security, on conclusion of investigation. It listed the cases to include those of Abia, Anambra, Bayelsa, Gombe, Kogi, Lagos, Niger State, adding that offenders range from snatching and disturbance of destruction of electoral materials, disorderly conduct, unlawful possession of ballot papers, voters' card, and voting at the polling unit on the election day without proper materials. Two cases emanating from Bayelsa State governorship election relating to snatching and destruction of electoral materials are also being prosecuted, he stated. States insist on compliance with regulation on political gathering. Edo State government yesterday ruled out exempting any party from complaining with its glacier that regulates political gathering during COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking yesterday while receiving Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Lawrence, who is in the state for his party PDP World Congress, Edo State Deputy Governor Honorable Philip Shaibu commended PDP for allowing the guideline of the glacier and urged all their political parties to follow suit. Section 2 of the glacier provides that the political parties daring to file governorship candidates gathering of more than 20 people would be allowed persons may allow subject to written approval by the governor if such gathering wants to. Shaibu said the regulations would help the curtailing and spreading of COVID-19 and keep Edo State and the people safe. We got a letter from your party PDP requesting to make sure and to make use of the Samie Ogbemudio Stadium for its primary election. Governor Gordon Obaseki approved the request because the party obeyed the rule and regulations set by Edo State government. Therefore, use this opportunity to tell all political parties to obey the glacier in the state, which is now a law. Just as you have obeyed, we're asking and calling on political parties to obey the law. Any political party that disobeys the law will not hold its primary election in the state, as the glacier must be respected. The life of Edo people is more important than the political ambition of any politician or wishes of any political party. We need to be alive to play politics. We need to be alive to vote. We need to be alive to carry out electoral acts. The rule is clear. To curtail the spread of COVID-19 in the state, the glacier must strictly be followed and adhered to. This is to keep the people safe all through the period of this pandemic. Shaibu commended Bayelsa State government for the unity, progress, and development the people are enjoying, noting that Obaseki's administration is also pursuing the development and progress of the state. Development does not have political party, neither does and progress any party name attached to it. It depends on the people, the wish to make the life of whoever they are leading better. Hello, my people. You've heard it all. So this is INEC stating what should be during this election. Um, yeah, this is what we have to say. You can leave your comments. Please don't forget to like or share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless and bye for now.